Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have our 2023 predictions for the coin market, and I have lots of notes saved up for that, so we're going to go ahead and use these notes and figure out exactly what's going to happen in 2023, shall we? So let's talk about bullion first, because the bullion market is always kind of interesting to look at, and it's very, very charged for anyone else who is on YouTube and watching content about bullion. It's just, you can make a video about bullion and it's going up, it's going down, and get thousands and thousands of views daily for not knowing what's happening. So that is hot take, right? I know. So but no, we're going to see something interesting this year, and that is, even with bullion market, the spot price can go up from where it's at, but you're going to see a continued trend towards availability going up. Eventually the market has to get saturated, and I think it seems to have hit that point somewhere along the line, because there's only so much money that people are willing to dump into this stuff. And by that I mean there's people that buy on a regular basis, and then there's people who were buying extra because the end of the world was coming. My whole lifetime the end of the world has been coming. So when you look at that, you just look around and you say, okay, eventually, unless you have new consumers daily that are going to spend tens of thousands of dollars, even then, how much money do they have? Eventually it runs out. So we're going to see the pullback on premiums. Most of 2023, 2022 was last year. Let's talk about that. Most of 2022, we saw silver spot price premiums of about $5 an ounce on just generic basic silver. And you saw, Silver Eagles still trading at $10 to $15, depending on what part of the country you're in, $10 to $15 over spot, that is. And I think you're going to start seeing that silver come back to where you can buy it for $3.50 over, $3 over, something like that for generics. And your Silver Eagles, maybe they'll be back down to that 7 to 10 range. That's a little bit more palatable compared to the craziness that we saw for the last 2 or 3 years. The gold market was always a little bit tighter. In other words, the premiums weren't quite as high on a lot of stuff. The 10th ounce premiums are really high, and they'll continue to stay pretty high. But coins that were trading at 3% over went up to about 5, 6, 7% over, which is a lot of money. But you'll see, I think, Eagles pull back. Gold Eagles were about 8% over on 1 ounce units, and I think they'll pull back to closer to 5% over. We'll see. These are just predictions, and this is all for fun. So on to the coin market. What are you going to do in a coin market as it turns south? And what do I mean by turning south? What does it even mean? So like the housing market is turned south, so to speak. Well, you look at the prices, and they've come down a little bit, but availability is still tight. I mean, if you're still looking for a certain house in a certain neighborhood, you might still have a hard time finding it. Now, the houses aren't selling in 5 minutes like they were, but it's still a tight market. And I think that you're going to see something similar as the coin market starts to cool off, which is to say there's certain areas of the market that were kind of just, they ramped up too high. We talked about this last year, Morgan dollars, GSAs, and a lot of that stuff came back down like we thought it would. I think you continue to see some pullback in certain areas, especially in the dollar market. But there's things that really never took off, and the question is whether or not they're actually going to just kind of maintain that same level that they've been at or go down. The one thing that's obvious in my mind is that in any marketplace you need to have demand, right? There's supply and demand, and I think that this coin market does have strong demand for the time, not just the time being, but for times to come. There were comments at the fund show about, oh, did you see all the young people there? They haven't been watching our channel here, folks, because we've been talking about that for the last couple of years. Yes, there are young people at coin shows, and it's fun. It's interesting to see. Now, they might not collect the same things that you collect. They may collect things a little bit differently, right? But I'm excited for the future of the marketplace, because as long as you have a lot of activity, you have a market that's fun to participate in for both buyers and sellers, right? Collectors and dealers, however you want to look at it. It's a different world than it was 5 or 10 years ago, but it's fun because you have activity. Like I've said before COVID, most coin dealers I talked to were bemoaning the fact that the market was gone and going to be dead. Like they really thought that. And now you have dealers acting like, woo, we're going to have money, not money forever, but we're going to have demand for this stuff forever. Of course, that's all going to go down, I think, this year. You're going to start seeing dealers start to pull back their prices a little bit. You're going to start seeing people be able to wheel and deal Of course, this means different things for you too as a collector. It also means you can't get quite as much for your coins as you could, but you know, that's okay. If you're trying to put a set together, if you're truly collecting something, you're not really looking to get a coin and flip it, right? You're looking to find something that you can cherish and maintain and really curate, right? You're the curator of these collectibles. That is you, right? So as a collector, that's what you do. So we'll see how this market goes. I think you're going to see some prices pull back, but I think demand's still going to be strong. Shows are still going to be strong, and I think it's going to be a fun time to collect coins. I have two major prophecies coming down the pipe here. They're just coming to me, and they both involve the grading companies, right? And so the first is CAC. Of course, CAC is the company that puts little green stickers on your slabs to say, hey, we like this coin. It is in the top tier for the grade, right? Good coin, we like it. Good eye appeal, all that gibberish, right? So that company, for those of you who don't know, is starting their own certification company. This is going to have a new place in the marketplace this year, of course, and it's not going to have the splash that maybe you or I think, because what I believe is, for the people who watch this channel, we have a certain idea about things, right? Like most of us, or many of us, are really into the collector's market. A lot of us are buying coins that are a couple $100 plus. A lot of us are in the CAC kind of camp. And but what I think I found out is still you're going to see a lot of people using PCGS and NGC just like they always would. Now you are going to see nicer high-end coins, I believe, going over to CAC. This is just my opinion. It's almost like we're going to see another bifurcation of the marketplace. I think CAC demand is going to be good. I just don't think the volume is going to be high. In other words, I think the coins are going to trade at nice levels. I don't think the volume is going to be high because most coins aren't worth sending in. Does this make sense? So if you go to a coin show, for those of you who really like CAC, and look at how many coins in the showcases are ones that really you would care to own or have a sticker on and own with a sticker, it's not that many, honestly, right? So you're looking for very specific high-end Morgans or better type coins with the CAC holder. So, but the majority of coins that are out there are not actually high-end coins, right? So by its very nature, it only has a certain place of the marketplace that it's going to hold on to. Not, in my opinion, people who kind of know the marketplace aren't going to be sending in their 1859 Indian cent in VF. That's not a coin that they're going to send in to CAC, in my opinion. I think it's a different type of marketplace with a different type of clientele. I do not think they're going to disrupt PCGS and NGC like you or I thought they would, because I don't think you're going to see all of the coins go to CAC, because people are still going to send in volumes of cheaper coins to NGC and PCGS. This is just, just boom. There it is. That's my prediction. Okay, but it'll be successful overall, I think. There's no reason why it wouldn't, unless there's some weird snafu that happens. But really, there's no reason why CAC shouldn't be successful as a grading company when you look at what they've done with Little Green Bean. All right, other major predictions with the grading companies, of course, is this whole movement with NGCX. NGC has started a new service. Well, it's not even a service, because actually you can't use it and I can't use it. It is actually a closed circle, which means that only certain people in the industry are using this. This is not available to everyone to send coins into NGC. So this is very different than some of the things that NGC and PCGS have done in the past. Okay. And what this is they're going through certain mail order companies. This is all mail order marketing stuff, straight up, right? So, but what they've done is, instead of having the 70-point scale on your coins, they're going to have the 10-point scale like you would have on baseball cards or on comic books. And the coins are being sold in packs, in boxes. I still don't know if they're going to be boxes of 8 or 10 coins or something like that. And the seller of the coins boxes do not know what's in the boxes, and so you do not know what are in the boxes, and so the people who are randomizing the boxes are the good folks at NGC. So that is all one big circle of mail order friendliness and fun, right? And it feeds the gambling addictions and all that stuff, right? So you're going to get a box sealed, don't know what's in it, boom, boom, find some coins. Maybe they'll all be Silver Eagles, but they might have a Gold Eagle in there. and then if you get the gold eagle, then you came out on top, kind of thing, right? It's almost like scratchers, but with coins. So the point about this is this going to work? Yes, this is going to work for what it's designed to do. In other words, I think it's designed for a very specific product and marketing. Once again, there's so many sub-markets of the coin market. I think this is going to work. They're going to sell out the series that they're producing. So they're starting with silver eagles, or pardon me, with eagles, not just silver. There'll be silver, gold, platinum, palladium. I think that they're going to sell out and be successful at what they're trying to do. Okay, Now, is this going to change the grading system long term? Maybe over a decade's time. Short term, no. So it reminds me a little bit like when CAC came into the marketplace, and you were looking at, seeing a thing that was like, this is strange, weird, I don't know. And it really took a long time for it to take off. But CAC, John Albanese, was buying the coins he was putting stickers on. That's the same thing this company's doing, right? These companies, they'll have coins and holders, and they'll have an automatic buy. They're going to have a QR code on the back. You scan it, and all of a sudden it's going to pop up straight to their website, and they'll tell you what they'll pay for the coins. So it's a cycle of coins for them. They're always the seller and the buyer both. So it works on their end. And for the collector, it's easy for them to figure out, and they can decide, hey, maybe they're trying to put a set of 10s together, and so they'll keep pulling and try to get all 10s, right? Or if it's something that they have duplicates of, they can just sell back to the company, right? So that is kind of what this looks like, and I think it's going to be a success. I don't know that you don't have to like it. That's not what the prediction's about, right? Okay, toners. The toning market cooled off last year, and it's going to stay pretty strong. It's still strong. It's just not as hot as it was 2 years ago when you saw what I call $200 coins selling for $1,000, right? That I don't think we're going to see that anymore. And it continues to cool off a little bit into 2023. The other thing that was a crazy hot market for the last 2 years is $1,000 and $500 bills. That market is going to just kind of also, I think, plateau. I think we may have plateaued on that already, where you still see really strong prices. I mean, $500 bills that are really well worn, that used to be $700 or $1,200 notes currently. It's really crazy to see those numbers. So, and $1,000 bills that used to be $1,200 or $1,300 are now $1,700 coins. $1,700 coins for all of those of you who don't speak the native language, so to speak. I'll try to be more precise with my wordage. All right, so 2023, also, of course, one more prediction for the U.S. Mint. We've got the 2023 Morgan and Peace Dollar Series coming out. It'll be a huge success. People love that stuff. Whether the Mint executes well or not, I don't know. I would lean towards not based on past, performance. But I really honestly cheer for the Mint to do well. I do. They do have a very active and important part in the coin market. There's a whole lot of people, you might not be one of them, but there are a whole lot of people that really like buying new coins from the U.S. Mint. And so as long as that's out there, we want it to be done well. As long as the U.S. Mint is producing coins, we want them to have a nice, seamless transaction for the customers. We want quality products. One of the weirdest things from last year, or 2 years ago really, was seen for the first time that I can think of quality control slip at the U.S. Mint, where we saw brand new coins with marks on them coming out of the mint, like just gashes and stuff. And that was totally different than anything we've ever seen before in the past. So usually their products all look nice. You're getting a coin, it's going to be a 69 or 70 out of the box, right? So that was something a little bit different. All right, and show predictions, of course, shows I think are going to continue to be strong avenues for people to go to enjoy the hobby. The community continues to grow as you see more and more people through the different social media links. Maybe they're on Facebook groups, maybe they're on YouTube, maybe they're using Instagram or TikTok. You're going to see a continued movement towards more and more people, I believe, going to shows because it's all about community. I think people kind of at their core level understand that. It's about going and being somewhere with other people that are like-minded with similar interests. And big predictions for 2023, the Coin Geek channel, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, right? I don't have any large predictions or anything to give away sneak peeks for us. We're going to keep rolling on, and we always appreciate your suggestions. We'll try to get out there to more shows, that's for sure, because that's one of my favorite things to do as well, to meet people and also to do some live streams here and there. And hey, 2023, let's make it an awesome collecting year for everybody. And I hope to see you guys at some of the shows coming up. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.